Hi everyone, here we are again in Trevor's kitchen, and today I'm going to show you my favorite Mieliebread. And I love Mieliebread with a braai or whatever, and I love a moist, lovely buttery Mieliebread, so I'm going to share my little recipe with you. First of all, set your oven 180 degrees and get that heated up and running. And as you can see, I've got a greased bowl here. It's butter grease, so it's got a nice thick layer of butter on, and so that's ready. Everything's ready, so let's get on to doing the bake. Alright, first of all, we're going to put our dry ingredients together. So I've got here my 1.5 cups of flour, and I'm going to put a teaspoon of baking powder in there. Put that in there like that, and I'm going to put a good dash of salt in there, just about a quarter teaspoon of salt. Put that in there and give it a slight mix. And then I always love to sift my flour. It's a nice smooth mix at the end and not all lumpy, so I'm just going to sift that through. There we go. And on top of that, I've got a 3/4 cup of Mieliebread here, but I only use braai pap. It gives you a far better texture and a really lovely finish. So I use braai pap, I don't use a smooth meal. And so here we go with my 3/4 cup of Mieliebread, and I'm putting that in there. It's nice and coarse, it gives you perfect texture. So I've got that in here, there we go, good. And then I've got 1/3 of a cup of sugar, and I don't like to go more because it's pretty sweet otherwise, and I like to use a brown sugar. So 1/3 of a cup of sugar in there, and there we go with the dry ingredients. And we're going to give this a good stir, mix it all together, and we're ready. There we go. Perfect. Now we're ready, that can stand there. Now what I've done now, I have melted a 1/2 cup of butter, small cup of butter, and I have whisked together 2 eggs, just lightly whisked it together, and that's all done as well. So I've got my 2 eggs, I've got my butter, I'm going to add it all together. There's my 2 whisked eggs, my butter, and I've got 1/3 of a cup of plain milk. Perfect. And into that goes my 1 tin of sweet corn. Lovely. Now remember, it must be creamed sweet corn, and if you want to put more in, you can, whatever you want, but I think this is sufficient. Comes out amazing. You'll be surprised how delicious this is. Give it all a good stir. There we go. Get it all mixed together nicely. So you've got your butter, your egg, your milk, and your creamed sweet corn in here. We're done. And there we go. The next step is pouring it all into your dry mix, and I just mix it together. As simple as this. And that's it. Now, all done. Give this a quick mix, make sure it's all mixed nicely. Nice wet butter with the millies and everything in it. It smells like maize from the lands that you just picked. When I was young, we used to love the millies, walking in the lands and then taking small little ones that hadn't ripened and eating them raw. Oh, delicious. It was like a sweet when we were youngsters. And there we go. So we've got everything in here. All our dry ingredients, wet ingredients, and we're ready to go. Now how difficult was that? Here we go, pour this in. The ingredients in our well buttered baking dish. my granddaughter got the recipe from me, started baking this, and started getting orders and started making pocket money at the age of 8 years old, and she's really a good little chef. So as easy as that. There we have it, the whole recipe, all done. Let's touch off the top here so it doesn't burn on, and there we are. Pop it in the oven and we're done. We set our timer for 45 minutes and we'll see you later. There we go. Let's see what the end result looks like.